हेलो एवरीवन। आज के लेक्चर में हम लोग सॉल्व करेंगे क्वेश्चंस बेस्ड अपॉन द वर्टिकल मोशन और मोशन अंडर द ग्रेविटी। राइट। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज अ बॉय स्टैंडिंग एट द टॉप ऑफ अ टावर ऑफ 20-meter height drops a stone assuming g is equal to 10. The velocity with which it hits the ground is. Now a building is given, a tower is given, of height is equal to 20 meter. A ball is dropped from the top of the tower, right? Dropped means we can take initial velocity is equal to 0, right? The velocity of the ball just before hitting the ground, let's say its velocity is v. Now we can write the data here. U is equal to 0. We want to find V, a displacement of a ball. If we are considering this as the origin, then displacement will be minus 20 meter and acceleration due to gravity is minus 10. So we can use formula third kinematical equation. V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. So V square is equal to 0 plus 2 into minus 10 into minus 20. On solving you will get V is equal to 20 meter per second. So option C is a correct one, right? So again you can use here directly formula, that is V is equal to under root of 2gh. But जब तक practice नहीं होता, don't use formula directly. Follow these steps. Next is a ball is thrown vertically downward with a velocity of 20 meter per second from the top of a tower. So let's say we have a tower here, right? We have a tower. From the top of a tower, a ball is thrown in vertically downward direction with velocity 20 meter per second. It hits the ground after some time with velocity 80 meter per second. So just before hitting the ground, its velocity is 80 meter per second. The height of tower is, let's say height of tower is h. We want to find the height of tower. So this is the initial point. Now see, u is given as u, initial velocity is in downward direction, so it is written as minus 20. Final velocity is minus 80. Displacement is happening in downward direction, so minus h, and acceleration will be minus 10. So again we can use formula v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Now you solve this and comment the answer here. What will be the velocity of the ball, right? Writing the data, drawing the diagram is very important here. Solution is not important. Chalo, next. Two bodies A and B of different mass are dropped from height of 16 meter and 25 meter respectively. The ratio of time taken by them to reach the ground is. See, again there are two bodies which are dropped from the different height. Let's say this height is h. We'll derive the formula first and then we'll solve the question. Two bodies are dropped from the height h. Let's say we are dropping a body. So dropping means initial velocity is 0. At t is equal to 0, we are dropping the body. Let's say the time required to come to the ground is equal to capital T. So we can write u is equal to 0, time taken is capital T, displacement is equal to minus h, and acceleration is equal to minus g, because this is your origin and everything happening in downward direction. So we can use here s is equal to ut plus half at square. To see, s is equal to minus h, u is equal to 0, a is equal to minus g, and t is equal to capital T. So t can be written as under root of 2h by g, right? Now see, observe one thing, t is directly proportional to under root h because g is a constant, 2 is a constant. So we can write here that is t1 divided by t2 is equal to under root of h1 by h2. And again observe one thing, the time of light is not is independent of mass of the object. Doesn't matter mass क्या है, it depends only on height and acceleration due to gravity. So first height is 16, second height is 25, 16 by 25 under root 16 by 25 is 4 by 5. So option D is a correct one. है ना easy question? चलो moving toward the next question. Question number 4. क्या दिया देखो question. A ball of mass 2 kg and another 4 kg are dropped together from a 60 feet tall building. After a fall of 30 feet towards earth, their respective kinetic energy will be in the ratio. Again, this is a similar category question like question number 1 and 2. Because kinetic energy, you can use the formula kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. Just find the velocity at 30 feet for both the balls and put in this formula, you will get the answer, right? Okay, I think answer is 1, 2, 4. I think answer is 1 as to 2. Once you can check this. Next is a stone freely falls under gravity. It covers a distance h1, h2 and h3 in the first 5 seconds, next 5 seconds and next 5 seconds respectively. The relation between h1, h2 and h3 will be. See, बहुत ही easy question है ये वाला, but lengthy है at the same time. Easy भी है as well as lengthy भी है. What we are doing here? We are dropping a ball here, a stone here, right? Means initial velocity is 0. At t is equal to 0, we are dropping the ball. Let's say that this is the time t is equal to 5, this is the time t is equal to 10, and this is the time t is equal to 15. According to the data, it is given that it covers a distance h1 in first 5 seconds. So this is the distance in first 5 seconds. It covers next h2 in next 5 seconds. So this distance will be h2, and it is covering h3 in next 5 seconds. So what you do, acha, okay, I will do one thing. I will solve in first case and you similarly do in second and third case. So if I am dealing with t is equal to 0 to t is equal to 5 seconds. See what is happening here. U is equal to 0. S is equal to how much distance is covered by the ball by the stone minus h1. What is the time taken? Is that is equal to 5, and acceleration due to gravity is minus 10. So we can write S is equal to ut plus half at square. So S is equal to minus h1 u0 plus 1 by 2 minus 10 into 5 square. So this h1 is equal to, see, this is 5 into 5 square means 5 cube, that is equal to 125 meter. h1 is equal to 125 meter. Similarly, you solve for t is equal to 0 to t is equal to 10. How much distance is covered in first 10 seconds? That will be h1 plus h2. And then solve for t is equal to 0 to t is equal to 15 seconds. In first 15 seconds, how much distance is covered by the stone? So h1 plus h2 plus h3, right? So likewise, you solve and compare h1, h2 and h3, right? Okay. Moving toward the next question. A ball is released from the top of a tower of height h meters. It takes t seconds to reach the ground. What is the position of the ball in t by 3 seconds? Okay, again this will be homework to you. I will explain the diagram here. See, a ball is released. A ball is released means we can write t is equal to 0, u is equal to 0 from a tower of height h meters. It takes t seconds to reach the ground. So the time of flight is equal to capital T. What is the position of ball in t by 3 seconds? So t by 3 seconds means ball will be somewhere here. That is t is equal to t by 3. Right? Now what is the distance covered by the ball? Let's say this distance is y. Find the value of y, right? And check with which option the result is matching, right? And its answer is actually, I think answer is 8h by 9 or 7h by 9. It is something like that. Check. Acha, all the options are given from ground. Okay, so why is not in this question? Why has not asked? They are asking what is the distance of the ball from the ground. Do one thing, first find value of y and subtract y from h. You will get the result. Okay, moving toward the next question. Number 7, it is given that a body start falling from the height h and travel h by 2 during last second of motion, then time of flight is. Okay, again it is an easy one, but it requires lot of practice to solve such type of question. See, a ball, a body is body start falling from a height. So u is equal to 0, height is h, and it travels h by 2 during the last second. So let's say at t is equal to 0, particle started its motion and time required to reach the ground is equal to capital T. And in last second, it is covering the distance of, see, this time will be t minus 1 and it is covering the distance h. This time will be t minus 1, and in t minus 1 to t, it is covering the distance h by 2. So, for how to solve this? See, whenever a ball is rejected from a particular height, then the time and then the equation of displacement can be written as s is equal to ut plus half at square. First, I will solve for general equation. You see, displacement can be written as minus h is equal to 0 plus 1 by 2 minus g into t square. So this minus minus get cancel out. For complete time we can write h is equal to 1 by 2 gt square, right? This is equation number 1. Now let's say I'm considering t is equal to 0 to t is equal to minus 1 time. In this time, the ball is, or the stone body is covering a distance of h by 2 is equal to 1 by 2 into g into t कितना दिया है t minus 1 का square, right? Now put this equation number 1. अच्छा, this two will get cancel out. Now put this value of h in this equation. So 1 by 2, I think we have missed something here. I think half gt square. Okay, no issue. G into t minus 1 ka square. G will get cancel out. Take square on both the take square root on the both side. 1 by root 2 t is equal to t minus 1. So t will be equal to root 2 t minus 1. So t is equal to root 2 t minus root 2. So solve for this. Root 2t minus t is equal to root t. So t into root 2 minus 1 is equal to root 2. So t is equal to, answer will be root 2 divided by root 2 minus 1. This is the answer. But observe one thing, it is not matching with the any option. So do one thing, just multiply this with root 2 plus 1 divided by root 2 plus 1, right? So numerator में क्या होगा, root 2 into root 2 plus 1, and in denominator it will be formula of a minus b into a plus b. So a minus b into a plus b will be a square minus b square. So this will be 2 minus 1 square. So t is equal to root 2 into root 2 will be 2 plus root 2 into 1 will be root 2. So t is equal to 2 root 2. So option B is a correct one, right? Again, it is an easier one, but lot of calculations are involved, all right? So as far as your NEET exams are concerned, this is little bit tough question, but as far as your JEE mains exam is considered, this is a average or quite easy question. Next, a ball is thrown vertically upward with a speed u. The distance covered during the last t second of its ascent is, again, see, we are throwing a ball here, let's say with velocity u, and it is covering the distance covered during the last t second of its ascent is, see, let's say at t is equal to 0, we have thrown the object, right? The time required by the particle to reach the maximum height will be equal to capital T. Let's say it is covering a distance of capital H in this period. How to relate this U, V, A, T? We know V is equal to 0, U is equal to plus U, T is equal to capital T, and acceleration is equal to minus G. So V is equal to U plus AT. So V is 0, U is U, A is minus G into T. So capital T can be written as U divided by G. This is the time required to travel from lowermost point to the topmost point, maximum height. Now it is asked to find the distance covered during the last t second of its ascent is. So see, this, let's say in last t second particle is at this position. So this is the time for which the particle was in the uh, last t second. So the time when the particle will be at this position will be capital T minus t. So I will solve for capital T minus t time. So we can write, acha, how to solve? Let's say at this point, if particle is at this point, let's say its velocity is v1. We can write u is equal to u, v1 we don't know, t is equal to how much time it is taking, capital T minus t, and acceleration is equal to minus g. So again we can use that formula, v1 is equal to u minus g into capital T minus t, right? So v1 is equal to u minus gt plus gt. From this equation, see, we can write u is equal to g into capital T. So this u and gt will get cancelled out. So v1 is equal to gt. The velocity of a particle at that particular position will be g into t. Now see, it is a quite easier question. At t, we are through, let's say this is the velocity is equal to gt. At the maximum height, its velocity is 0. At t is equal to capital T minus t ball is here. At t is equal to t ball was here. So we can write, let's say the distance covered by the particle is small d. So we can write u is equal to gt. Time taken to reach maximum is how much? That is small t. This is a capital T, small t. That from V1 to maximum, not from 0 to maximum. हाँ, बाद में A is equal to minus G and S is equal to plus D. So we can write S is equal to UT plus S is equal to UT plus half AT square. So yes, S is how much? D. U is GT plus A is minus G into T square. So this will be equal to GT minus 1 by 2 GT square. But how to write phi u is equal to, अच्छा एक मिनट phi I wrote here, हाँ, तो d is equal to u is equal to gt ना, okay, this will be gt square plus 1 by 2 into minus gt square. तो gt square minus 1 by 2 gt square will be 1 by 2 gt square. So option B is a correct one, right? Again, moving toward the next question. A particle is thrown vertically upward. Its velocity at half of the height is 10 meter per second. Okay, a ball is thrown vertically upward. Let's say it is covering a height of h. At half, its velocity is half of the height is 10 meter per second. So when the ball is at a height of equal to h by 2, its velocity is 10 meter per second. Now it is asked to find the value of h, then the maximum height. Again, it is an easy question. How to solve? See, we'll divide this question into two parts. First, we'll solve for the maximum height. We know at maximum height v is equal to 0. In that case, I can use formula v square is equal to u square plus 2as. So v is equal to 0, u is equal to u square plus 2, a is equal to minus g into h, displacement is h. So we can write u square is equal to 2gh. Let's say this is equation number 1. Now, what it is given, we are throwing the ball with velocity u at a particular height. Let's say its velocity is 10 meter per second and the height is given as h by 2. Now you saw as the way we have derived equation number 1, derive equation number 2 for the second diagram in the same way and compare equation number 1 and equation number 2, you will get the correct answer. Right, again this part will be homework to you. Next, now see, this is the same question has been asked in PMT 2005 examination. This was question of PMT 2001. Again, this is the same question of PMT 2005. This question is complete homework for you. Next, From a tower of height h, a particle is thrown vertically upward with a speed u. Let's say you have a tower here and we are throwing the ball in vertically upward direction with velocity u. The time taken by the particle to hit the ground is n time that time taken by it to reach the highest point. Okay, so first we'll solve for the time of flight. Ball will move in upward direction. Again, it will move to the downward direction. The time taken to reach this point will be capital T. So write down the data u is equal to plus u. Displacement, the displacement covered by the ball object will be that is capital H only, right? Because this is initial point and this is final point. So s is equal to minus h, acceleration is equal to minus g, and time taken is capital T. So we can write s is equal to here, s is equal to ut plus half at square. So s is minus h, u is u, capital T plus 1 by 2 into minus g into capital T square. So this is the formula for h in first scenario. In second scenario, it is given that the time taken by the particle to hit the ground is n time that taken by the to reach the highest point. So we are throwing the ball in upward direction with velocity u. At the maximum point, its velocity will be 0. So let's say time taken by the particle to reach this position is t. We can write u is equal to u, v is equal to 0, a is equal to minus g, and time taken is t. So v is equal to u plus at, v is equal to u plus at. So 0 is equal to u minus gt. So u will be equal to g into ti answer, right? Now it is given that the time taken by the particle to hit the ground is n time, means capital T is equal to n times of small t. Now compare, right? We'll compare this equation number 1 and this equation number 2. Put u is equal to gt in equation number 1, that is minus h is equal to this will be equal to how much? Acha, this is this will be equal to gt into capital T minus 1 by 2 g capital T ka square. From this equation, what I will do, how to remove this capital T and small t from here? Let's think. अच्छा, no need to put the data here because again ये बढ़ जाएगा. See, equation number 2 को मैं ऐसे लिख सकता हूँ क्या? T is equal to u divided by g. So capital T will be equal to n into u divided by g. Now this put in equation number 1. So minus h is equal to u into capital T, that is n u divided by g, minus 1 by 2 g into n square u square divided by g square. So solve this. Minus h is equal to n u square divided by g minus g will get cancelled out, n square u square divided by g, 2g. So this, take this g common here. So minus hg is equal to n u square minus n square u square by 2. Let's take 2 also common toward the left. Okay, if you take 2 common, minus 2gh is equal to 2nu square minus n square u square. So this will be equal to minus 2gh is equal to take again n into u square common, so this will be 2 minus n. So this is the answer, or 2gh is equal to, can be written as nu square into n minus 2. So 2gh is equal to nu square n minus 2, means option C is a matching one, right? Moving toward the next question. A ball is dropped from the top of a 100-meter high tower on a planet. In the last 0.5 seconds before hitting the ground, it covers a distance of 19 meters. Acceleration due to gravity. Acha, okay. We are dealing with the planet, not Earth surface. On that planet, let's say acceleration due to gravity of that planet is a, small a, not equal to g, right? So a ball is dropped from a height of 100 meter. So ball is dropped from a height of 100 meter. So let's say this is a height of is equal to 100 meter, right? In last second before hitting the ground, it is covering a distance of 19 meter. So let's say this distance is equal to 19 meter. So obviously this distance will be equal to 81 meter. At t is equal to 0, we are dropping the ball, right? Now let's say it is covering the 81 meter distance in time t. And it is given that in last zero point 0.5 second it is covering zero point 0.5, means the time taken by the ball to reach from the topmost to the 100-meter distance is t plus 1 by 2. Now it is asked to find the acceleration due to gravity. Now you do one thing, you first solve for 81 meter, right? And then you solve for 100 meter and compare both the equation, you will get the value of acceleration. Okay, I will do one thing, I will solve for 81 meter. See, for 81 meter u is equal to 0, t is equal to small t, displacement is equal to minus 81, and we don't know the acceleration. Let's say acceleration is a, we can write s is equal to ut plus half at square. So minus 81 is equal to 1 by 2 a into t square. This is equation number 1. Similarly, solve for 100 meter. Compare both the equation, you will get the answer. Right? Chal, moving toward the acha. This was the last question based upon the vertical motion. तो जितने भी हम लोगों ने क्वेश्चन किए हैं, अगेन सॉल्व प्रैक्टिस ऑल दी क्वेश्चंस, एंड जो होमवर्क दिए उसको तो आप लोग प्रायोरिटी देना सॉल्व करने की. And if you found any doubt here in this, then do not hesitate to ask the question in regular lectures. Yeah, you can comment here. I will provide the solution. Right? चलो फिर बस करते हैं आज के लिए. मिलेंगे कल के लेक्चर में नए पॉइंट के साथ. थैंक यू एवरीवन.